Today I will discuss one subject called Paddanta subject. Paddanta subject of Ubri Panasa. What is the meaning of Paddanta subject? One who has a single excellent night. We want to have a single excellent night. We want? Okay, we will discuss about this. Maybe Buddha was, at that time Buddha was dwelling in Chetavana Vihara at Saudi. He said this command. There are many misunderstandings about this command. So because of this reason, I want to explain it, especially two stanzas. Adida nanagamiya nabadi ginke anagada. Yada dida bahinanda abadansa anagada. This is Pali. Adida nanagamiya. One should not sorry, we had what? One should not follow after the past. Why? The past had been left behind. One should not make hopes upon the future. One should not create hopes upon the future, because future had not yet reached. So this is the meaning of this stanza. One should not follow after the past. So they translate, one should not contemplate the past. Not true. What is the meaning? Adida nanagameya tana dedihi nanukichiya. You should not follow after the past with craving around you. What is the meaning? So Buddha explained the meaning of this stanza. How does a bhikkhu does not follow after the past? He had delay there, thinking, I had such material form in the past, such feelings. I had such feeling in the past. I had such perception in the past. I had such formations in the past. I had such consciousness in the past. In this way, if we have delay or craving around you, then this is called he is following after the past. So if you have attachment or craving to the past five aggregates, then you have attachment. If you are following after the past, we can say you are following after the past aggregates. So past aggregates are already left behind, already passed away. So you should not have delight in the past aggregates. You should not have craving for the past aggregates. not to have craving, not to have delight in the past aggregates, how you should try. I will explain later. In the same way, how you expect future hopes for the future aggregates. How you expect hopes for the future aggregates. One have delight in the future aggregates, thinking, may I have such material form in the future. May I have such feeling in the future. May I have such perception in the future. May I have such formations in the future. May I have such consciousness in the future. In this way, if you have expecting with delight for the future aggregates, then this is, we can say, you are expecting for future. You have a lot of hopes for future aggregates. So, if you have delight for future existence, that delight is another one, craving or attachment with wrong view. How craving and wrong view rise? If you perceive future aggregates as I or as mine, then this is craving and wrong view. If you have attachment for future aggregates, may I be such and such person in the future existence. May I become a woman, such and such woman. May I become a bhikkhu, may I become a bhikkhuni. In this way, if you have expectations or attachment to future aggregates, then we can say you are expecting for future. So you should not expect for future. Not to expect for future, how you should contemplate. I will explain later. Another stanza there is Pichobaninja Yodaman Tata Tata Vipassati Asan Hira Asan Kobantan Vida Manu Buhaye. Pichobaninja Yodaman, present 5 aggregates. Present 5 aggregates, there are present 5 aggregates. These 5 aggregates you must contemplate nature, dukkha, and anatta, etc. Where? Everywhere. Or every mind moment, every material moment. And when you are contemplating these 5 aggregates as nature, dukkha, anatta, etc., you should try to see according to their own situation. What is situation? I had already explained. Materiality rises as a kalabha. In each kalabha, if you analyze, at least there are 8 types of materiality: earth element, water element, fire element, wind element, color, odor, flavor, nutrient, depth, etc. So materiality rises as a group. This is called Dhamma Pongcha. Dhamma Pongcha means the Dhammas arise not single, as a group only. In the same way, mentality also arises as a group, not single, not one by one. Moment by moment, materialities may be rise, but in each mind moment, at least there must be 8 types of mental factors. In some cases, such as Fajjana Dhamma, there are 34 mental factors. When you are contemplating these Nama Dhammas, you should try to see these ultimate mentalities as a group. You should not contemplate them only one. Because if there are 8 mental factors, you should try these 8 mental factors as nature, dukkha, anatta. If there are 34 mental factors in each mind movement, then you should contemplate them as anicca, dukkha, anatta altogether. But you can separately, one by one, also you can contemplate. But you must try up to 34 mental factors, or 8 factors, etc. So, when you are contemplating in this way, that contemplation is called insight knowledge, vipassana. Again, you must also contemplate that vipassana insight as anicca, dukkha, anatta. So here 5 aggregates. These 5 aggregates you must contemplate as anicca, dukkha, anatta. This is one type of insight knowledge. That insight knowledge again you must contemplate as anicca, dukkha, anatta. This is called pati vipassana. What is the meaning? The meaning means here there are 5 aggregates: material, the aggregate of materiality, the aggregate of feeling, perception, formations, and consciousness. One by one you can contemplate. For example, if you contemplate materiality aggregate as anicca, then that anicca insight knowledge also you must contemplate again as anicca or dukkha and anatta, etc. In this way, you must do both. Why? Sometimes some meditators, when they are contemplating as anicca or dukkha or anatta, sometimes their insight become very sharp. They can contemplate very easily whether this is past or present or future, internal or external, no problem. They can easily contemplate. Their wisdom at that time is very sharp. Their insight at that time very sharp, deep, profound. So at that time they have a lot of attachment, their insight. Today very good. I can contemplate. Very good. Today concentration very good. I can concentrate well. Today not good. Today not good. So if today is very good, they have attachment to that knowledge, or to that concentration, or to that insight. So that to remove that attachment, you must also contemplate that insight as anicca or dukkha or anatta. If you contemplate as anicca, that anicca insight knowledge can destroy temporarily, can destroy the perception of I. This is conceit. I, in this way, you do like that. This conceit, this anicca knowledge can remove. Why? Every mentality, every materiality, every aggregate, internal or external, when he is contemplated as anicca, as soon as they arise, they pass away very, very quickly. So he contemplates as anicca. When he is contemplated as anicca, as soon as they arise, they pass away quickly. He cannot see any I. Do you see? No, cannot see I at that time. So perception of I disappear because of that anicca insight knowledge, anicca vipassana. In the same way, these formations, these 5 aggregates as well as insight knowledge, if you contemplate them as dukkha, why? They are always oppressed by rising and passing away, so they are dukkha. If you contemplate them as dukkha, then that dukkha insight knowledge can destroy temporarily the perception of mind. This is mind rupa, this is mind feeling, this is mind perception, this is mind formation, this is mind consciousness. This perception disappears. Why? You cannot see there is mind. As soon as they arise, they are passed away, and they are always oppressed by arising and passing away. So because of this reason, you cannot see mind. So if there is no I, there will be no mind. Because all are impermanent. In the same way, if you contemplate these 5 aggregates as well as insight knowledge as anatta, non-self, then you cannot see self, because in these 5 aggregates as well as in this insight knowledge, you cannot see any permanent substance. As long as they arise, they are always passing away. There is no permanent entity. So because of this reason, you cannot see self-atta. So another nupassana can remove perception of atta. Anicca nupassana can remove perception of I, conceit. Dukkha nupassana can remove the perception of mind. This is craving. This is my property, this is my property, this is my property. In this way you accumulate because you have attachment. So this attachment will disappear. Dukkha nupassana can remove craving. Ananda nupassana can remove atta perception. Dukkha nupassana can remove perception of mind craving. The anicca nupassana can remove conceit. So, because of this reason, if you contemplate five aggregates as well as insight knowledge as anicca, dukkha, anatta, then craving in wrong view will disappear. Craving in wrong view will disappear. And this is the present. So, asanhira, asankopa. Craving in wrong view cannot overcome this insight knowledge as well as these five aggregates. If you contemplate them as anicca, dukkha, anatta, you can overcome the craving in wrong view on these five aggregates as well as on this insight knowledge. This is if you want to remove this strength, craving in wrong view, how you must try? You must contemplate these five aggregates as well as insight knowledge as anicca, dukkha, and anatta. Do you understand? In the same way, there are five past aggregates. Buddha teaches not to follow after past aggregates by craving and deity. This meaning is, depending on past aggregates, you should not have craving in wrong view. You must remove craving and wrong view. How you should do? You must contemplate past aggregates also as anicca, dukkha, and anatta. If you contemplate past aggregates as anicca, dukkha, anatta, this craving and wrong view cannot arise, depending on past aggregates. In the same way, there are future five aggregates. You have many expectations, hopes for future five aggregates. These are craving in wrong view. If you want to destroy this craving in wrong view, how you should try? You must contemplate future aggregates also as anicca, dukkha, and anatta. If you contemplate these future aggregates as anicca, dukkha, and anatta, then perception of the craving in wrong view will be disappear. So, past aggregate, present aggregate, future aggregate. There are three. Three types. So, whether this is past aggregate or present aggregate or future aggregate, if you contemplate them as anicca, dukkha, anatta, the craving in wrong view will disappear. This is same meaning only. But nowadays, many Mahatheras, they translate this stanza as Didananagamaya. You must not follow after the past aggregates. Then they translate, you must not contemplate past aggregates. In this way they translate. And then you must also, you should not expect for future existence or for future aggregates. They translate this also, you should not contemplate future aggregates. Then in present also Buddha says, depending on present five aggregates, you should not have craving and wrong view. How you should do? You must not contemplate them. If you want to remove craving and wrong view depending on present aggregates, then you must contemplate present five aggregates as anicca, dukkha, anatta. In the same way, if you want to remove craving and wrong view depending on past aggregates, then you must contemplate past aggregates as anicca, dukkha, anatta. In the same way, if you want to remove craving and wrong view, depending on future aggregates, then you should also contemplate future aggregates as anicca, dukkha, anatta. This is very clear meaning. So, if they translate, you must not contemplate past, you must not contemplate future, then dependent origination will be meaningless. Because past causes produce present effect. Present causes will produce future effect. Then you will not understand the noble truth of the origin of dukkha, samudaya, satya. How you can understand? So, the object of its insight knowledge is number one, the noble truth of suffering, dukkha, satya. Number two, the noble truth of the origin of suffering, samudaya, satya. These two types of satya dhammas are the object of vipassana. These two types of dhammas are called formations sankhara. These sankharas are the object of vipassana. You must contemplate these sankharas as anicca, dukkha, and anatta. Because in the beginning of my Dhamma talk, I had been explained one type of sutta, one sutta, Swakhya sutta, the destruction of taste. The destruction of taste comes about for one who knows and sees. So that the destruction of taste is means for one means who knows and sees means what knows and sees. For one who knows and sees, this is the noble truth of suffering. For one who knows and sees, this is the noble truth of the origin of suffering. For one who knows and sees, this is the noble truth of the cessation of suffering. For one who knows and sees, this is the noble truth of the path leading to the cessation of suffering. Then the destruction of the taste comes about. So, the destruction of the taste means to attain hardship only. Arhava improves knowledge which realizes Nibbana. Then destroying the taste completely without remainder. So, if they do not understand or do not know and see the noble truth of suffering as well as the noble truth of the origin of suffering, they cannot become arhat. They can destroy the taste of defilements. The destruction of the taste or defilements is for one who knows and sees these four noble truths only. If they do not understand these four noble truths, they cannot become Sotapanna, they cannot become Sagadagami, they cannot become Anagami, they cannot become Arhat. If they cannot become Arhat, they cannot destroy these defilements. So, to become noble ones, they must understand with direct knowledge these four noble truths. Among four noble truths, past aggregate, five aggregate also include. Present five aggregate also include. Future five aggregates also include. Internal five aggregates, external five aggregates also include. All are included. In the same way, among past five aggregates, past causes are also included. Include means past causes arise depending on past five aggregates only. In the present, now here five aggregates. Depending on these five aggregates, present five aggregates, you accumulate five causes. Avijja, ignorance, tanha, craving, upadana, clinging, sankhara, formations, and karmic force, karma. These five causes arise depending on present. Present five causes arise depending on present five aggregates. In the same way, past five causes also arise depending on past five aggregates only, no present five aggregates. In the same way, Future causes or future five causes also will arise depending on future five aggregates only. Without understanding or without discerning past aggregates, past five aggregates, you cannot understand five past causes with your direct knowledge. In the same way, without discerning future five aggregates, you cannot understand future five causes with your direct knowledge, because you cannot discern. So, without discerning past causes and past aggregates, one cannot understand the noble truth of the origin of suffering. Without understanding the noble truth of the origin of suffering, one cannot realize Nibbana. So, for realization of Nibbana, you must try, number one, to understand with your direct knowledge the noble truth of the suffering. This is five clinging aggregates. Second, number two, you should try to understand with your direct knowledge the noble truth of the origin of suffering. This is dependent origination. So these two noble truths are the object of vipassana insight. If you can contemplate them as nature, dukkha, anatta, systematically, one day when your insight becomes mature, your path in fruition knowledge will realize Nibbana stage by stage. Last path in fruition knowledge is called Arahant path in fruition knowledge. That Arahant path knowledge will destroy the defilements completely without remainder. At that time, the destruction of taste will appear. So, in this Paddika Radha Sutta, one is a single excellent sutta. Buddha never said not to contemplate past aggregates and future aggregates. Buddha says you must not follow after with craving in wrong view past aggregates. You must not expect future aggregates with craving in wrong view. You must try not to arise craving in wrong view depending on present aggregates. Only this way Buddha taught. So because of this reason, depending on past aggregates or present aggregates or future aggregates, if there is craving in wrong view, then you must contemplate these past aggregates, present aggregates, future aggregates as nature, dukkha, anatta, to remove this craving in wrong view only. This is one. So if you can contemplate these past five aggregates, present five aggregates, future five aggregates, internal five aggregates, external five aggregates as nature, dukkha, anatta, again you must also contemplate that nature insight knowledge as nature, dukkha, anatta again. Because depending on this nature, this insight knowledge, sometimes you may have craving in wrong view. Because of this reason, not to rise depending on insight knowledge, craving in wrong view, you must contemplate this insight knowledge also as nature, dukkha, anatta. What is insight knowledge? According to Buddha's teaching, insight knowledge arises as a cognitive process. Mind-cognitive process. Number one is mind-abiding consciousness. There are 12 mental factors. 7 impulsions, jhanas. In each jhana there are 34 mental factors usually. I had been calculated that before, this 34. So, among these 34, insight knowledge is also present. That insight knowledge is predominant factor when you are contemplating these formations as nature, dukkha, anatta. So, predominant factor is insight knowledge, but that insight knowledge cannot arise alone. Single. It arises always with associated mental formations. Altogether, these mental formations, you must contemplate them as nature, dukkha, anatta. This insight knowledge. So, this insight knowledge, together with associated mental formations, you must contemplate as nature, dukkha, and anatta. If you contemplate them Thus, insight knowledge cannot be destroyed or cannot be overcome by craving and wrong view. This is one meaning. Another meaning is Nibbana. Another meaning is Nibbana. While they are contemplating nature, dukkha, anatta in this way, one day their insight become mature. When their insight become mature, at the end of insight knowledge, path and fruition knowledge will arise. Path and fruition knowledge which realize Nibbana will arise. That path knowledge and fruition knowledge realize Nibbana. After realizing Nibbana again, you must try to attain fruition knowledge again and again. Fruition attainment. Fruition attainment again and again. Fruition attainment means after path knowledge, fruition knowledge appear. That fruition knowledge can realize Nibbana. In that Nibbana, there is no mentality, no materiality. This is object. But here path in fruition knowledge, which take Nibbana as object. Here path knowledge, there are that usually 37 mental form patterns. Fruition knowledge also say there are 37 mental patterns. This 37 mental pattern means when you are contemplating 5 jhana dhammas, for example, as anicca, dukkha, anatta, and that if you realize Nibbana, then your path in fruition knowledge is associated with 37 mental patterns. 34 plus samavacha, samagammata, sama ajiva. 3. Right speech, right action, and right livelihood. 34 in these 3 together, all together there are 37 mental patterns. So, in this case, asahira, asankopan, tanvidam, lubhyuriye. That fruition attainment you must again try. Again trying that fruition attainment. Because in the Nibbana, the object of fruition attainment is Nibbana. In that Nibbana, there is no mentality, no materiality. Because of this reason, there is also no craving, no wrong view. Because craving and wrong view is two type of mentality. So, if there is completely no mentality, materiality, then craving and wrong view cannot be present in Nibbana. So, if you do in this way again, then that fruition knowledge, craving and clinging cannot overcome this fruition knowledge or this Nibbana. So, not to overcome by craving and clinging, you must try again that fruition attainment. This is another meaning. So in that sutta, Buddha explained only to contemplate past, present, and future aggregates as nature, dukkha, anatta, not to arise craving and clinging only. Buddha never say two different words, two different teachings. You may understand. Second Samo, Anatta Lakkhana Sutta. 5 bhikkhus, 5 group of bhikkhus, Pichawagi bhikkhus. They contemplate these 11 types of 5 aggregates, past, present, future, internet, external, crossing, central, inferior, and superior, power, and near. These 11 types of 5 aggregates they contemplate as nature, dukkha, anatta. Again, after attainment of Sotapanna. One day, their insight become mature, and then Buddha teach Anatta Lakkhana Sutta. When he is teaching Anatta Lakkhana Sutta, nearly at the end, he asks them questions. Whether this materiality is nature or nature. They reply, Venerable are a nature. So here Buddha says, material aggregate in the same way, feeling, perception, formations, and consciousness, 5 aggregates. These 5 aggregates are nature or nature. They reply as a nature. You should try to see. Buddha never tell lies. So, In the same way, these 5 aggregate, these 5 group of bhikkhus also will never tell life. Because at the end of this sermon, they will realize or they will become arahats. So because of this reason, at the time, they see these 5 aggregates. They also see these 5 aggregates anicca. They also understand by their direct knowledge at the time. Because they already attained Sotapanna stage. If they begin Sotapanna, they already understand the noble truth of suffering. This is 5 aggregates. So because of this reason, when Buddha asks, they reply anicca. Whether these 5 aggregates are anicca or anicca, they reply as anicca. Then, if it is anicca, this is dukkha or sukha. Venerable son, this is dukkha. If it is anicca, dukkha, then this is also always changing. Always changing means from upada stage to pinga. From rising stage to dissolution stage. Always changing. Then you can say this is my atta. No, sir. And this way they reply. After this question and answer, Buddha gave the instruction how to contemplate vipassana. That samadhiha bhikkhave yangichi rupa adita nagata vishubhana ijatama bhidama olarikama sukumava hinama benidama yandure sandikeva sabha rupa nidama nisoha masami nameso adhani eva midayata buddha samabhinaya tatava. And this Buddha insight. Yangichi rupa adita nagata vishubhana. Adita past, nagata future, vishubhana present. These 5 aggregates are same. Buddha gave instruction. So, past 5 aggregates, present 5 aggregates, future 5 aggregates, internal 5 aggregates, external 5 aggregates, gross 5 aggregates, subtle 5 aggregates, inferior 5 aggregates, superior 5 aggregates, far 5 aggregates, near 5 aggregates. All 11 types of 5 aggregates, you should contemplate them as nature, dukkha, anatta. This is not mine, this is not I, this is not myself. This is saying anicca, dukkha, anatta. So, in that sutta, Buddha openly explained to contemplate past 5 aggregates as anicca, dukkha, anatta, future 5 aggregates as anicca, dukkha, anatta, present 5 aggregates as anicca, dukkha, anatta. So, in that sutta, Buddha explained openly. Such a Buddha, when in that Bandigarada sutta, one who has a single excellent night. How Buddha can teach? You must not contemplate past 5 aggregates. You must not contemplate future 5 aggregates. Buddha never tell 2 different words. So you should understand this well. But another problem I want to explain here. Maybe 4 or 5 days ago I explained about Bhuanga. But I forget another type of Bhuanga I do not explain. There are many misunderstandings. While they are practicing samatha or vipassana, when their concentration is not yet mature, especially in excess concentration stage, Bhuanga arises, mind state arises. For beginners, when this Bhuanga mind state arises, on that day I had explained a shock, fear arises. But another type of problem also there. In the same way, while they are contemplating vipassana, at that time also, when they reach Sikharupaka Jnana stage, the knowledge of equanimity towards formations, at that time also, they have a lot equanimous mind to every formation. They don't care anything. They have no attachment. They have no longing, no expectation. All equanimous mind. At that time also, if they cannot maintain their concentration, they can easily fall down Bhuanga. So at that time, this is also another problem. But I want to explain here. When they fall into Bhuanga, some meditators they think this may be cessation state or nirvana. Why? At that time they feel, some meditators feel, especially samatha meditators, because they do not understand ultimate mentality, materiality and their causes. So at that time they understand this mind state. If this mind state arises successfully for a long time, they think, oh, they know nothing at that time. They feel like that. They know nothing means this mind state do not take present object. For example, like Anapana Paribhaga Nimitta. That mind state do not take this present object. But that mind state take only past object. Past object means past like in line of depth. One nimitta, one sign. Karma or karma nimitta or gri nimitta. Karma means wholesome karma. Karma nimitta means the sign of karma. Gri nimitta means destination, sign of destination. One of these three objects usually appear. That Goenka mindset take that object. But that Goenka mindset take that object. Who understand? When they discern dependent origination up to the past life, at the time only they understand clearly this Goenka mindset realize past object only. But especially when they cannot analyze ultimate mentality and materiality, or when they cannot discern ultimate mentality, materiality, they do not understand that Goenka message. How many mental factors are there? They do not understand. Because they do not yet discern ultimate mentality, materiality. This is one reason. Another reason is they never discern dependent origination. So this ultimate mentality, materiality are 5 aggregates in other words. Same. 5 aggregates in mentality means 4 mental aggregates. So this ultimate mentality, materiality and their causes, especially dependent origination, these two noble truths are the object of vipassana. Many meditators, they think, oh, Samakas, disciples of Buddhas, cannot see this ultimate mentality, materiality. This is their perception. Because of this perception, they never try to understand this ultimate mentality and materiality. But they say they are trying vipassana. They may say only. They believe first is finished, left behind. So it is not necessary to discern first, to contemplate first. Future is not yet reached. Not have yet reached. So because of this reason, it is not necessary to contemplate future. Only present. If they practice present only, number one, they do not understand ultimate mentality, materiality, and the present. Number two, they do not practice to understand dependent origination. So they do not know the noble truth of suffering, then the noble truth of the origin of suffering. These two are the object of insight knowledge. Without understanding these two types of noble truth, if they contemplate, if they try vipassana, their vipassana is only just superficial. So, at that time, when they practice anyway, usually samatha maybe, when they practice at that time, usually they fall into Goenka. But at that time, if they practice again, at the beginning stage only maybe they may shook a little bit. But later if they try again, then they can maintain this Goenka mindset for a long time. One example I will show in Burma, one Mahathira. He thinks one day we will die. If we die, we will not breathe. So there will be no. So lying down, lying flat. He tried not to breathe. He do not understand ultimate mentality, materiality. He do not understand dependent origination. Just like that, he tried not to breathe. They hope he forgot. He can stay this Goenka mindset about 48 hours. 2 days, completely. He can stay in that state because he practices again. But he may say, at that time he knows nothing because he do not understand ultimate materiality. He do not understand the object and subject. So because of this reason, his perception is this is real nirvana. But later, slowly, when he became older and older, he understands this is nothing. So he admits this is wrong view. He admits later. In the same way, there are many meditators when they are practicing any kamatana or any meditation subject. So that when their concentration a little bit improve, their mind usually fall into bhanga. If they can maintain this bhanga and they practice again, they can maintain this bhanga message for a long time. They think this is nirvana. So if they realize nirvana, it is not necessary to discern ultimate mentality, materiality. This is very difficult. They reject. It is not necessary to win origination. This is not necessary because they realize nirvana. So in this way they make them. So this is another way of misunderstanding of bhanga. Okay, today I will stop here. Any question you can ask. Yes.
Is it impossible for people to spontaneously end up in a state of nirvana who have no training? Are there cases of that?
There is one sutta. Sayadaw Nikaya, you can see this sutta. I will recite that sutta. Sabba bhikkhave navijana abrijana avirajaya avajaha abhava dukkhakhaya. It is impossible to realize nirvana, which is the end of suffering, without understanding ultimate mentality, materiality by 3 types of insight knowledge. 3 types of insight knowledge is maybe the vipassana insight or vipassana insight knowledge only. So, if you do not understand ultimate mentality, materiality, and their causes as nature, dukkha, anatta, you cannot realize nirvana, which is the end of suffering. This is called Abhijnana Sutta in Sayadaw Nikaya. No question?
I have it's probably a simple-minded question. Is the knowledge that one is still breathing, currently still breathing, is that a test that would suggest that you have not fallen into a Vivanga state?
Yes, yes.
So if you... Okay.
Yes, because when you are sleeping soundly, without dreaming, at that time Vivanga message successfully rising and passing away. At that time you are breathing. The meaning is Vivanga message can produce breathing.
So you contemplate the insight knowledge as you anicca, dukkha, anatta, and then you see that, and then you contemplate that knowledge as also.
Yes, maybe up to 10th you can try. Up to 10th, for example, this is 5 aggregate.
Yes.
These 5 aggregates you must contemplate as nature, dukkha, anatta. That number 1 insight knowledge. That insight knowledge also you must again contemplate as nature, dukkha, anatta. Then that second knowledge, that insight knowledge also again you must contemplate nature, dukkha.
Yes.
That insight knowledge also you must contemplate nature. That. So up to 10th stage. Okay.
So it must become very quick.
Very quick imagine and contemplate. So up to 10 you can do, but more than 10 is not necessary too much, because there are many formations you must contemplate as nature, dukkha, anatta. Arupa Sadaka, mentality subject session, and we study Mega, the Bhagavad Purification, you can see this way of practice. No question?
I have a question about the insight knowledge, because this word knowledge for
Western
people maybe it means something knowing, but in the context of Vipassana, would you explain how to understand the meaning of insight knowledge?
Maybe their translation only. In Pali, this is called Vipassana Jnana. Vipassana Jnana, Jnana means wisdom faculty. Wisdom faculty alone cannot arise. Because this is nature in Vedama. Wisdom faculty arise with associated mental formations only. When they arise with associated mental formations, they arise according to cognitive process only. Cognitive process means here mind-cognitive process. Number one, mind-embodied consciousness. Then 7 impulsions, usually jhanas. In each jhana mind moment there are 34 mental factors. Among 34, wisdom faculty is predominant factor in Vipassana. But if you already had been discerned ultimate mentality internally and externally, other than if you contemplate your insight knowledge, you can easily understand. But at the beginning stage of Nama Rupa Paricheda, analyzing mentality and materiality. At insight knowledge stage also we teach this usually for higher Vipassana. For example, here untransparent element. You must pay attention, this is untransparent element. That insight knowledge also you must try to discern. Then this untransparent is Chakrusara. That knowledge which knows this is Chakrusara, that insight knowledge also you must discern. Okay? This untransparent element, as soon as it arises, it passes away, so it is a nature. That nature inside knowledge also you must discern. Okay. In this way then you must pay attention. This is always operates by rising in passing way. This is dukkha. That dukkha inside knowledge also you must discern. Then there is no permanent substance in that untransparent element. So this is another. That another inside knowledge also you must discern. There are many impurities surrounding. Untransparent element always associated with bad smell, bad smell and bad color, etc. No sweet smell. So, because of this is asubha, impure. That inside knowledge also you must discern. In this way, at the beginning only, while you are discerning ultimate mentality, we teach this sutra. Because when they reach Vipassana, they must also contemplate this inside knowledge, as nature, dukkha, anatta.
And what's the object? So what is the superior point of the process of the insight knowledge, the mental process?
Maybe if you understand, if you had been already understand, there are 6 cognitive process. Indo cognitive process, Yado, Nosto, Dando, Bodido, and Maido. Maido cognitive process can contemplate this as nature, dukkha, anatta. That Maido cognitive process arises depending on your heart base. Taking this untransparent as nature, or dukkha nature, or anatta nature, or asubha nature. That nature, this Maido cognitive process, take this untransparent elements, nature, dukkha, nature. That mind-cognitive process, you must decide here. But if you can discern ultimate mentality, thoroughly you will understand. But if you do not yet discern, ultimate mentality, other than maybe just imagination, maybe.
What is meant by conformity knowledge? That stage in Vipassana?
Maybe this is last stage. Last stage is means after Sankharupaka. Sankharupaka knowledge. The knowledge of equanimity, dual formations become visual and visual. And then nearly part knowledge will arise. And then this conformity knowledge appear. Because this is confirmed previous insight knowledge as well as coming part knowledge. This is China in the middle. So this is confirmed, this also. What called? Suitable, not to clash each other, not to clash each other. If the insight knowledge contemplate as nature, then this also contemplate as nature. And then part knowledge also will be at the end of nature knowledge. If this is contemplate dukkha, then this will be also dukkha, and part knowledge also will understand dukkha nature in this way.
Well, in our practice, most of us are trying either to get the nimitta or trying to work out a jhana, reach a jhana. So we cannot do any of those processes that you are describing right now, because we have to keep, except for maybe the bhavanga.
But
right?
Also maybe previously I have been explained. Now you are understanding only Bhavanga mind means this is metaphorically only.
Yes. So
only the Bhavanga mind states mind produce materiality, small kalapas, uncountable kalapas. The light of this uncountable kalapas now you can see. In the same way, Urija kalapas. But after discerning ultimate materiality, if you go to discern ultimate materiality, you can easily understand. Without understanding ultimate materiality, if you practice to discern ultimate materiality, it will be very difficult, except Janatamas. Janatamas are easy for why? Because when they are practicing Samatha Jhana, other than they can easily discern 5 jhana fetters. So this is the beginning stage. If you can discern 5 jhana fetters, the 5 jhana fetters cannot arise only 5. They arise with associated mental formations. There are 34 mental formations. If you practice again and again, then you can understand this 34. After that, you should go back. This 34 arise depending on what? It arises depending on heart phase. You will understand. Heart rate is what? Then if you can discern 4 elements in your heart, then you will see small particles. If you analyze these small particles, you can see heart rate.
So you can see the 34 factors one by one eventually?
Maybe for beginners, usually we teach one by one, because their insight is not yet mature. So one by one, if they can discern one by one, then usually we teach 2, 2, 2, 2, then 3, 3, 3, 3, then 4, 4, 4, 4, then 5, 5, 5, 5, maybe one sitting we teach. Then after that, next sitting up to 8 we teach. Then after that, next sitting slowly increase up to 30. Then next sitting we teach altogether 34. Slowly we must increase. Now you are discerning jhana fetters. At the beginning you must discern only Vijaka. If you can discern Vijaka thoroughly, then next time you can discern Vichara. So slowly one by one. If you can discern one by one, then please try 5 together. You can see clearly 5 together. In the same way only.
Sir, I don't know whether I remember right. In Anatta Lakkhana Sutta,
when the Buddha preached it, it says in the book, the monks were not delighted.
No, one soda only Mula Brihaya.
Mula.
No, delighted means these listeners are 500 bhikkhus. These 500 bhikkhus are a lot mana conceit. Because they are Brahmins. They are learned Brahmins. They have a lot sharp wisdom. Whenever Buddha taught any Dhamma, only once they can memorize all. So because of this reason, not difficult his Dhammas. Very easy, we can learn easily. In this way they do not pay respect to the Buddha. But one day Buddha trying to see their inner quality. Buddha saw, they can become arahats. But without removing this conceit, mana, they cannot attain rahasya. But if they can remove this conceit, mana, then they can attain rahasya. So Buddha, because of this reason, Buddha preached Mula Priyaya Sutta. After listening Mula Priyaya Sutta, they do not understand the Dhamma. So they are, at the day, their conceit a little bit decreased. At that time, Buddha taught another Jataka story. Jataka story, in one of previous like this, our Bodhisattva became the teacher, Pa-Auk teacher. They are 500 disciples. In the same way, they have a lot to see. At that time also, our Bodhisattva asked them one question, they cannot answer. At that time only, their conceit decreased. In the same way, in that sutta, Buddha taught, why the Buddha preaching this Mula Priyaya Sutta, their conceit fall down. They can remove their conceit. They diligently practice vipassana. When their vipassana inside become mature, one day in Vaisali,
A specific
Sayadaw, with regards to this Baddanta, in some tradition, it's taught that this absorption on this Baddanta mind state should be cultivated by the Bodhisattva at the point at which he attains Sankhara Upekkhañāna and doesn't wish to enter into Nibbana. So that upon death, they call this Rigpa. Yeah? He can recognize this state at death and therefore bring to mind whatever his intention is for his rebirth.
Bodhisattvas are not like that. Bodhisattvas always contemplate ultimate mentality, materiality as nature, dukkha, anatta, avadu sankhara upekkhañāna stage. But now this Venga message, they do not contemplate ultimate mentality, materiality, reality.
Yeah, but once they've attained Sankhara Upekkhañāna, they don't wish to go
I
further.
want to explain this. If they don't want to go to beyond Sankhara Upekkhañāna stage, what happened? I had experienced many meditators. They had happened is they are wish for Saviññutta Jnana. That wishing for Saviññutta Jnana appear in that time. Because of this reason, they have no desire to go on. They want to become Buddha only. To be Buddha, that desire, what desire? Especially if they gain definite prophecy near that Vyadita in previous one of Buddha's time. That image appear again and again. When their insight become mature. So they do not stay in Venga message. This is only Buddha taught in Adita Priyaya Sutta. This is Vanchya. Vanchya means who cannot take any paraganate. What called in English?
Anyway.
Any woman who cannot take any paraganate.
Sterile, infertile, cannot have child.
No child at all.
Infertile, cannot
Yes.
reproduce.
This is called Vanchya. That like Vanchya. Vanchya cannot produce any children. In the same way, this mind also cannot produce any rasa. This is useless mind. But Buddha says, instead of thinking different, wholesome, thinking unwholesome thoughts, discursive thoughts. If you stay in Bhuanga, it is better. In this way also Buddha taught. If you think to kill mother, father, etc., instead of such thinking, if you stay in Bhuanga, it will be better. In this way Buddha also taught. But it is one chair, cannot produce any good or bad result. So this is only useless mind only. Useless mind means cannot produce any good result, higher good result.
But is our goal to stop producing results? Our goal is to stop producing results with our
No
mind.
produce. If it is Bhuanga, cannot produce.
But that's good.
No
Because we
good,
don't
no
want to
good.
produce
Maybe
karma.
Bodhisattvas always must accumulate paramis. These paramis are for Savinyuta Jnana only, to make mature Savinyuta Jnana. They must do these paramis in every moment, every existence. So, without accumulating parami, they are staying in Bhuanga. It will be useless for them.
Maybe sometimes.
In last night's Dhamma talk, talking about the difference between Mahayana and Theravada with conditioned and Nibbana. This is Theravadan view. The Mahayana, which is that the unconditioned is responsible for the conditioned. In other words, Nibbana is samsara, samsara is Nibbana. I had heard this said before, not last night, you didn't say that, but could you perhaps talk a little bit about?
Maybe I do not understand about Mahayana. So I cannot say easily, but I heard purely. But what is purely? Maybe some Mahayana Mahatheras, they also practice samatha, or maybe partially vipassana, or I don't know exactly. But their samatha also powerful. They will see some mentions and things. So especially in our Theravada Buddhism, there is one interesting point, is pure abode. Pure abode means the Sutta Vasa. Sutta Vasa means Sutta is pure persons. Pure means only Anagami and Arahat. They can stay in that 5 planes. Occasionally, for a long time, there are no Buddhas. Maybe their lifespan is only 80,000, I think so. 80,000 aeons only. So because of this reason, many aeons Buddha never appear. There are no Brahmas. This plane began empty. That pure abode began empty. So they may see this pure abode and then so when their samatha inside become very powerful, that pure abode and they may misunderstand and think pureness. Because this is very pure. I think so only, but I do not understand Mahayana idea completely.
But Nibbana
is
is very different.
Very different means they may see here maybe, for example, missions, small, very big gates. Then Brahmas are very big. Brahmas, their body is very big. Their missions are very big, not like this meditation hall. Because, for example, Gadigara is one of the disciples of Kasva Buddha. He is friend of our Bodhisattva in Kasva Buddha's time. So he always looked down. His friend Jodi Balak one day will become Buddha. When will he renounce? He always waiting about. See, one day our Bodhisattva renounced last night. Then when he reached Anoma beach, he offered ropes. Do you remember that story? Ropes. rope and balls. So that katigara, when our bodies are there, raise up his what called outer cloth, what called? Yeah, lower cloth. And this again, if I really will become Buddha, this cloth not fall down to the ground. Then he raise up. You should also try. Cloth never go down. Then that Katigara take his cloth up to his Brahmawa. He do one type of Jigya. 12 yojana. 1 yojana maybe 8 miles or 10 miles or 12 miles. 12 yojana maybe more than 100 miles. Height is more than 100 miles. The diameter, what called? Maybe 100, more than 100 miles.
Yeah.
So how big you will understand? This is made of 7 types of jewels only, no bricks, no stones. So how big maybe? This is his donation. He can donate such a pagoda and the Brahmawa. So their missions may be bigger than that. So they may see and then so, but I'm not sure. Okay, today let that stop. Oh, sharing merit. That's it. Repeat them. Idame punya, asawakya, wahang hotu, idame punya, nibanasa, pacayo, hotu, idame punya, sabha sadhana, vajima, Tesabe, Mesama, Punya Baga, Labandu, Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu.